before I head off and start my day. Finally, football's back after 2 weeks. It's been a long 2 weeks of no Celtic. Obviously, our last game was the Glasgow Derby. First of all, I just want to apologise to people for the breeze. I'm out on a walk, a morning walk, so there will be some moments in the screen where you just hear it just wind, but I do apologise. Have the earphones in as well, so hopefully you can be able to hear me a bit better. A very good morning to everyone as well. I know you'll probably see this stream after I do it, but look, it is what it is. The content's getting up slowly. I just haven't been really motivated doing the last 2 weeks with the international break. It's been a killer at times because there's so much to talk about, and when there's not much to talk about, I don't want to be putting up the same spiel as everyone else. You gotta be different. Let's see, has anyone jumped on just yet? Hopefully it'll be a productive day, a productive result as well, and hopefully it'll be 5 wins in the league as well. And we might see the new boys, might see a start for Austin Trusty, maybe Arnie Engels, maybe Luke McCown, maybe Alex Valley. We will see. But we're playing against an opposition that's only drawn one game. Drawn only 1 point so far out of their opening 4 or 5 games. And I think this is a stage where, we should be going out there getting revenge on Hearts. Especially after last season, taking 6 points off us as well. We should be going out there and beating them 4 or 5-0 today. We shall see. Let's see. It is absolutely windy as hell here. So let us know in the comments if you can hear me. Just on a walk as well. Just before I start my day. So not the usual sitting down in the house, light in the background, chatting to you, Celtic crest, anything like that. So just on a walk around the park, local park in Dublin before I kick off the day. So let me know if you can hear me alright and see me alright. Sun's not blinding me eyes. I can feel these winter mornings kicking in as well. We're still in the autumn because the winter's kicking in. Getting this big jacket on as well. So how are you getting on? I'm on the Celtic. So I'm gonna kick straight into it. I'm gonna talk about the starting lineup. Obviously gonna be Kasper Schmeichel in goal. Right back will be Alistair Johnson. He looks like he's good to go. Can hear you, mate. Good stuff. He's good to go. That was a good game. They played really well that day. He came off 26 minutes into the game as well. Left back Greg Taylor. Obviously he withdrew from the Scotland squad with James Forrest, but he's good to go as well. It sounds like I'm out of breath. It's just I think I'm coming out with chest infection, to be honest, which is kind of like this the last couple of days. Centre back, Carter Vickers and Luke Scales. Now, the positive thing about Luke Scales is he didn't feature for the Republic of Ireland at all over the 2 fixtures against England or Finland because he wasn't selected. Likes of Nathan Collins and Darrell O'Shea got the heads up instead of him. So that's the positive for Celtic as well. So Liam Scales is in there, and hopefully Carter Vickers, he's back from his injury as well. I know he featured in the derby, but obviously coming off as well. So Austin Trusty, I'd like to see him get a run today, but obviously I think Rodgers is going to stick to his guns and pick the same back 4. Ralston, there was talk of Ralston being injured, but he trained alright yesterday as well. So the midfield, I like to see rotation. I like to see the new guys brought in and change around, but a lot of Celtic fans on this podcast or whoever's watching will be like, no, you go with Hatate and Bernardo. Problem with Rio Hatate, how's it going, James? Hope you're well. Rio Hatate went with the Japan squad to play in their friendlies or whatever qualifiers it was. I didn't keep an eye on my Ada scored anyway. Problem is with him, he didn't feature at all. Didn't feature in the 2 games, so he was frustrated with that. So Rodgers had a chat with him and basically said, look, you want to be a part of the Japanese squad and regularly playing, gotta put the hard work in. Simple as that. And Tate has the style to be, I really believe we can have a 25 million player in there. Get more Champions League experience in there this campaign. If he plays the full 8, I think it will be hard to keep him next summer. We shall see. We shall see. I just sound like I'm absolutely dying here. I think I'm coming down with chest infection, folks, so do apologise if I sound like I'm literally trying to catch my breath. I feel like I'm underwater, especially with these earpods in. So I think if I was Brendan Rodgers, I wish I was Brendan Rodgers, I wish I had that money as well, I would go Arnie Engels and Paulo Bernardo today. We want to see Engels. At the end of the day, there's no point throwing him straight into the Champions League game against Slavia and Bratislava. He has no European experience. He played, 50 odd games for Augsburg. He never played any Europa League in there or anything like that. So what I do is I'd start Engels today, give him a half of football, rotate around, bring a Tate on for the second half, you know. I haven't watched it yet. I was asleep early last night. I was asleep. I don't have a Celtic TV subscription just yet, so I'll have to find a way to watch it. Might just have to buy the Celtic TV subscription at this rate. Looking at it this morning, £50, or I can go for £80 the premium subscription. So I know Celtic TV are doing a new revamp anyway. Yeah, I think Engels should start today, to be honest with you. I know there's other podcasts saying go at Tate and Bernardo. Look, Bernardo's had a good start to the season. He has had a good start. You know, good battling. He's done well. I thought he'd done well in the derby. I thought he was outstanding in the derby. I thought he played really well against St Mirren as well. Yeah, so I'd go with Bernardo and Engels. You know, we have a good young midfielder, you know, and it's good to see Callum McGregor as well picking up the Player of the Month. Accordingly, that's his first ever Player of the Month as well in Scotland. I'm very surprised with that. You know, he has to score more goals. You know, he's already scored 3 goals this season. What a player. I just think it was an absolute robbery that Brendan Rodgers didn't get Manager of the Month for August. Absolute robbery. I understand Aberdeen have a new manager and they had a good start, and you know, if you said to me at the start of the season when they still had Morosky, I would have said Aberdeen maybe top 2, top 3. I know if they went in, they got Nisbet and stuff like that, and Morosky's gone to Genoa or Genoa, whatever the name of that team is. You know what I'm talking about, that team in La Liga. But if this is your first time coming across my channel, please do subscribe. I know I sound like I'm out of breath and quick and coming down with a chest infection, so do bear with me, do be patient with me. But the whole thing with Callum McGregor, look, I think it's a great decision he made regards to return from international football. I know he's 31 years of age, and look, he's one of the most important players. You know, he's probably the most important player that we have. You know, captain, leader. A guy that was doubted by some fans like myself at the start when he got the captain's armband and came in, and you know, stride on it from Scott Brown. Early bird today, Keith. I'm the same, buddy. Always up sunrise. I just said, you know, go for a walk, do a live podcast. I haven't been doing much content, folks. I just think the international break has pure unmotivated me. Like, just sitting there listening to the same stuff off the same podcast is just absolute nonsense. And look, the lads have to do it. The lads have to talk about what's going on. The new tunnel, by the way, looks really good. I was at Celtic Park the day after the derby, done the stadium tour, and they were literally, you know, doing up the tunnel. Trying to think of another word to say, you know, cleansing the tunnel. I can't even think right because I'm still half asleep. But they were doing the tunnel up, and the tunnel looks absolutely unbelievable. So if you've done the dressing room up, the executive have new seats, the tunnel's done up. What's next to be upgraded at Celtic Park? Who knows? But back to the starting lineup. Right wing, Nicholas Cohn. I would not be surprised, folks. I would not be surprised if Nicholas Cohn gets an international call-up. If he gets these Champions League games under his belt. Look, at Germany have a phenomenal side. Who plays right wing for Germany? Sané. It's going to be hard to keep Sané out there, but Nicholas Cohn, you never know. There's been stranger things. I think at the time Hinkel was even playing for Germany at one point. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Hinkle did get a call up to the German side when he was at Celtic. Could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. But what a lovely morning here. Good old Ballymun. Good old Ballymun. The parish. It's where I'm from. I'm not going to lie, do be sad that I'm not going to Celtic Park on a Saturday or a Sunday. But I'm gonna be there next Sunday for the Falkirk game. Look, it has to be done. Family's more important than football. And people appreciate that. People appreciate. It doesn't matter how much you upload. It really does, Red Scotland. YouTube is all about making videos and getting new audience of views as well. And you know, especially if people are paying £1 a membership as well, they kind of want content. So I don't want to take the foot off the pedal. Hard work pays off, man. Exactly. And look, I understand. Yeah, you're one of the Celtic pods out there who could be trusted. You know, that's true, Keith. I'd rather be walking around Dublin than Parkhead now. Is the weather bad over there at the moment? It's really windy here, as you hear. But I'll pop on, have a chat with you as well. I'm doing this whole walk. I feel like I'm playing Gary Neville, but I don't have a nose like Gary Neville. You listen. But I haven't watched the new podcast yet, folks. I haven't watched the Huddle podcast yet. I've seen clips of it this morning, bits and bobs going around. Greg Taylor on the bus celebrating stuff. But I'm looking forward to getting my eyes on it and give you me verdict and me reviewing the whole thing. At the end of the day, it was a roller coaster of a season. Last season, we went through the battles. You know, we lost some battles. We won some, we were victorious in some great battles. But at the end of the day, fans, at the end of May, on the 25th of May, we're all smiling. We had a Scottish Cup, we had a league trophy, and we got into the Champions League automatically as well. And, you know, getting to the Champions League automatically, you know, that feels like winning a trophy in itself. But it's not going to be that case next season, folks. And this is why a lot of fans were saying on the podcast and saying in other streams, we should have the money there and bury Rangers. But they don't want to bury Rangers because, or Sefco or Broco, whatever you want to call them. They don't want to bury them because they need to have some sort of competition. Some sort of competition. When I wiggle my fingers like that, it means they're not competition. They're not competition. 4-0, Gary. Hope so. I hope so. I'm going to go 5-0. But I'm just going to recap my whole team because I keep interrupting when I'm saying a player starting, and I'm just enjoying doing this podcast. So, Schmeichel, Alistair Johnston, Greg Taylor. By the way, give them two a new contract. Carter Vickers, Liam Scales, Callum McGregor, Arnie Engels, Para Bernardo, Nicholas Cohn, Days of Maeda. Maeda's been absolutely outstanding, and he'll be coming off most confidence as well after scoring for Japan as well on international duty. And then up front will be Kyogo. It's a shame Kyogo is not getting to the Japanese squad at the moment, by the way. But at the same time, it benefits Celtic because it means he's getting more training in. He's closer to home. He's feeling more energetic. This is the benefits as well for Celtic. The benefits we get for Callum McGregor not being a part of the Scotland squad. But it's all up to us. Just subscribe there. Thank you very much, Derek in Glasgow. Really appreciate. I'll be doing a live podcast later on. Usually with my channel, folks, is I tend to do daily content. It's just the last 2 weeks, I'll be honest, which is international break has killed me head. I don't want to be sitting there doing videos and I'm only getting 200 views. It's taking time out of my day. It's put my head into it. It's I don't know how someone would do it, you know. Completing a stadium is one of the ways of pulling away from them forever. They won't complete the stadium. They won't complete the stadium. I don't think they'll complete the stadium unless we go to English football or something. Like, there's no point of us having a 72-seater stadium. We could fill it, yeah. But like, see, when it comes to winter days, you know yourselves, those are empty seats, and that's just down to people not making it over from, say, Ireland, or they're just not arse going in the bad weather. Like, if I have a chance to go to Celtic Park, regardless what the weather is, I'll take the chance. Take the chance. You know, don't take a club like that who's who's winning and winning for granted. Enjoy it. Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments, because a lot of Celtic fans that talk to me, I went through the 90s and they see the bad days. Taking money doesn't just spend on people showing up on match day. I understand that, but you'd rather have the crowds in than... I understand you're probably looking at a board perspective there, you know, the money's in the bank, it doesn't really matter if people turn up or not, but you don't want that. You honestly don't want the empty seats. There should be that whole system of, if you're not going to turn up on a day, like in Arsenal, like other clubs that say, well, look, you'll get your money back and give your ticket into someone else. That scheme should be around big time. I think it's gives people the opportunity, like, and yeah, see what happens. See what happens. Hopefully, yeah. Well, that's it. Barrafield and Lennoxtown are getting upgrades. Barrafield's obviously getting a state-of-the-art indoor facility with a new state-of-the-art pitch and all, new sports science centre as well. I exactly don't know what's going on with Lennoxtown. I think they're putting another pitch in or something in there, upgrading their facilities as well. But hopefully we'll see a hotel as well being built. Hopefully. In regards to the game, I don't think Hearts are going to do much today, to be honest, which is, I think, yeah, their heads are against the wall. They've only had 1 point. The point he picked up was against Rangers at the start of the season, the opening game of the season. Stephen Naismith, he'll be getting the boot. He'll get the boot, definitely. Gobshy anyway, to be honest. Absolute gobshy. Let's see. There must be savings where they are and waiting for them to reckon the 120 for upgrades. We'll see. Sorry if it's so windy, folks. I'll just, I'll just talk this way because Storm Bruni out there to stay today. No, look, take the money. We've made money off sales as well. We're up on regards to summer activity. 10 million alone on transfers. We're up around 10.1 million from the sale of Matt O'Reilly, Rockavat, Daniel Kelly, Benjamin Seacrest. Who else went out? Oh, Mikey Johnston, players like that we cleared out. I don't know, Hotel 67, Hoops Hotel. I wonder what they'll name the hotel. Don't know. They might call it the Lisbon Lounge. I don't know. Really don't know. It'd be nice. I'm sure the fans should have a say in it. What they should call a hotel, if there is the hotel is actually goes through. The plan of admissions vote goes through, and we get a hotel on the horizon. Hopefully it'll be like a nice 4 or 5 floors. I say the prices would be crazy. I'm sure they'll probably do a package where you go hospitality, you get the hotel in the deal as well, and the match ticket you're probably looking at what, £300 all in. The Hilton Parkhead. Never know. The Caesar Hotel. Never know. But 38 people tuning in this morning, folks. Really appreciate you tuning in. I know it's not the greatest sound for audio. I'm walking around the local park. Got the clobber on. Busy day ahead. I'll try to get on before the match for about half an hour, talking about the teams and talking about the result. I'll talk about the game coming ahead. As I said, try to get on as much over the next couple of weeks. Just the international break for 2 weeks, it's just been so boring and flat. You're sitting there and you're like, oh, there's not much to talk about. Not much to talk about. But now there'll be loads to talk about. We've Champions League, we've 3 home games now in a row in all competitions. We have obviously Hearts today, Balastrava on Wednesday at Paradise, and then Sunday we are home to Falkirk in the League Cup, and then three away games on the bounce. Interesting times, but I'm sure we'll be victorious in the 3 games. Hopefully, this is a new format, the Champions League as well. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to hopefully getting Celtic getting multiple points. Hopefully, in the 4 games at home, difficult 4 games. Club Brugge is going to be a hard one. Balastrava. I keep forgetting the teams we have. I know we're away to Dortmund, away to Villa. We'll get there. Young Boys at home as well, and Red Bull at home. It's all clicking now. It's all clicking into the head now. I force the internationals to be midweek only, leaving the weekend. It's just the whole structure with UEFA. With how FIFA just implemented it in a couple of years back. It's the way to do that in international fixtures. Look, the positive thing is Adam Eden only played equivalent around 25 minutes of international football for Ireland, and hopefully he can start scoring as well. Yeah, realistic, our two strikers there's only one goal between them so far this season. It's early days. The Champions League team will be amazing on Wednesday. Always is. As I repeat myself so many times in this channel, folks, we can all love the Champions League music, we can all love the spectacle, but it's about getting the points. It's about making a statement. Celtic Park is not there to be a tourist spot and get all good reputation from players that came. It's about actually going out there and beating these teams. It's going out there and actually making a point to say, you know what, it's a fortress of football, like it was in the early 2000s, like it was under Martin O'Neill, Gordon Strachan, and under Neil Lennon. Make it back to that kind of that vibe. Now, there's no point in putting all these fancy tifos up and have this magical roar if you can't get a result. I'm going to be positive when I say this. The last game we played in the Champions League at home, we won against Feyenoord. I know we were out of getting even Europa League or getting to knockout stages, but we want to make it a place where teams come and fear against them. There's no point of going there and they're going here and saying, right, Celtic are on the edge, let them have a lot of possession, then we hit them on the counter-attack, and that's what always happens. Teams get us on the counter-attack. You see Feyenoord actually got us on the counter-attack as well in the last game. And look at Lazio. In the last couple of minutes of the game, they got us in the last season. We need to start making the place a fortress. As I said, it will get there. We will get there. And I truly believe we're under the right manager. I think the recruitment could have been better, but I am satisfied to the level where I say it's a 7 out of 10. I thought we could have got a let back on a permanent basis. I think we could have gone out and went and got another striker. But Brendan has faith in Moyeda to do the job. As we've seen with Days and Moyeda, he played up front against Hibs in the League Cup, and he was outstanding. He was absolutely outstanding. So I'll just do another two and a half minutes in this walk. Let's see what time it is. Another 2 minutes and then I'll jump off. I'll try to get back on before the game, just for half an hour to have a chat with you. Talk about the starting lineup. I'm going to go 4-0 today as well. Hear that Russell Crowe in the background. I know it's dating me patter, but I'm going to go 4 or 5-0 today. I think Kyogo has 10 goals against Hearts in his Celtic career. Why not? Why not a hat-trick? Why not? Let's be optimistic. We're the favourites. They're 11th in the league. We should be going there and smashing them. Oh, imagine he went down. Imagine the Hearts go down this season. That would be a joy. That would be an absolute joy. Hearts and Killy to go down. That'd be nice on the topping. Big time. What do you think in the comments? As I said, I'll get back on maybe about 2 o'clock. We shall see. Shall see where I am, see what I'm up to. And then tonight I'll do a proper podcast. Chat. I'll come on and I'll have a chat with you. Maybe 10 o'clock tonight if people are still up, still awake, still kicking, still happy, hopefully with 3 points. Hopefully it's another game. Ticked, done and dusted, 3 points, maybe a clean sheet as well for Kasper again. He's had a great week for Denmark. Absolutely great week for them. Lots of players are vying for Champions League. Starting spots should be made strong performance. Well, okay, that's the thing. Like, we need rotation today, Matty, because there's no point of us starting Bernardo, starting Atate, and he brings Engels on for half an hour. Yeah, it's putting them into the mix, but at the same time, McCown and Engels don't have no Champions League experience. Start them from the start, and then bring the boys on, like Bernardo and Rio, half an hour to go. So it means that they're getting the fitness in. Look at Bernardo score for Portugal under 21s over during the week as well. It was a nice goal, nice bit of play as well. But there's no point adding players into these squads, and they're not going to play a start. So you might see Austin Trusty come in for Carter Vickers today. rotation be nice. Like, there's no point bringing players in. I understand people say keep it to the safeguard, but you got to take risks as well. Brendan will know. You know, Carl Mack and Freddie Engels. We'll see. We shall see. It's good to see a good few of you tuning in this morning. Really appreciate you tuning in. Everyone's getting ready here to do the runs and stuff around the park. They usually do it at 9 o'clock every morning around my local park, just exercising off. Fair play to them. They do it for a good cause as well, so I'll join them. Losing a bit of timber. Let's see. How's it going, the Pork Chop Express? The only time the league improved in recent times is when the Sefco started in the lower leagues. Well, that's the thing. Regards to the league, like, regardless who the competition is, we can only play against it. If it's an Aberdeen, or it's the Rangers, or it's a Kilmarnock or Hearts, you know. I said on the channel, I like to see the league restructured to maybe a 20-team league. I know some fans are against it. Some people are like, I don't want to only play home and away once a season, you know. But I think a structure to league. You look at some of the teams in the Championship; they're not bad teams. They're not bad teams at all. So we'll see what the story is. As I said, do subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna start my daddy duties for the day. They're more important than the football club, and I'll be back on later on at 2 o'clock. I might get on a full time as well. Just depends where I am. And we really appreciate the support, folks. We'd love the diet to go down. Oh, so would I. I'd love to see Naismith get the sack as well in the next couple of days, but time will tell. I'll see, can I get, while I'm off, I'm going to see, can I get a hold of that Huddle podcast or the Huddle video and watch it. But the documentary of the boys winning the league and doing the double last season. So thanks very much for everyone tuning in this morning. Good me and good slán, and good luck to our boys. Hell.